evening all, welcome to the 2019 after dinner speeches. We've had, yes indeed, well you can applaud that. We're here. We've had the dinner part, this is the after dinner part, but before we do that, can we thank the good people of Sodexo for the dinner part. It was absolutely fantastic, thank you so much. They have set all of this up for us. I would also just do a couple of brief introductions before I hand it over to our host for the evening. There will be 12 speeches tonight, and while the speeches are going on, I do ask that you are, of course, quiet and respectful. You can, of course, laugh and clap at the end. How it's going to work is their names are going to be drawn at random out of this envelope right here. And they'll be ready to go. As I said, there will be 12 speeches. All of these speeches were voted on by you, the English classes of Appleby College. And so we thank your very patient and wise English teachers who taught you where the line was and how to look behind for it. Very, very important. I want to thank our celebrity judges who are here this evening. We have Mr. Como and Mr. Lafayette, and alumni Camilla Rocco, who did a speech 4 years ago. It was the ACPA one that I think we've all seen in our classes. So thank you very much to all three of you for taking the time to be here tonight. They will deliver their tabulations and remarks after the end of all of the speeches. I'd also like to thank Mr. Matthew Liang, who is covering the videographing today. And without further ado, because I don't think we can delay it any further, I'm going to turn it over to our Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Jacob Brick.
Be good. Yep. How's my hair? Wow. Good evening, students, teachers, parents, and judges, and welcome to the 2019 After Dinner Speech Competition. I'm your Master of Ceremony, Jacob Brick, not a big deal. And I don't know what Mr. Patterson was thinking when he emailed me asking if I would be able to host this event, not knowing that I have full control of everything that happens tonight. We'll see how she goes. Shout out Ms. Patterson. Great heartness today. Firstly, on behalf of the students, I'd like to thank the dining hall staff for making us a phenomenal dinner. Absolutely incredible. Can we give them another round of applause, please? Anyway, you guys are really incredible. Would have been better if Matt Cupieri was presenting, but I'll let it slide. Now, all jokes aside, see what I did there? Okay? Tough crowd. Right. I heard these presentations are really funny and some might be a little ruthless, to be honest with you. But I'm sure you guys will have a great time listening to them. All the speakers coming up here today put some time and effort into their speech, so let's not forget to give them your undivided attention and not speak when they're presenting. Except Ben Randall. I give you full permission to give him a hard time. Jokes. Benny. Well, got nothing else to say, so let's call the first presenter. Drum roll, please. Alexandra Parlander.
Hey y'all! Welcome to the first American Women's Club meeting of the year. I'm Stacy, president and co-founder of the club, and today I would like to talk to you about why America, our home, is so much better than Canada. In the back, you can help yourself to some sweet tea, fried chicken, and ribs. Today, to open up our very first meeting, I would just like to talk to y'all about why the first reason America trumps Canada, pun intended. I mean, come on, y'all. I'm sorry, Trudeau, but any president who tweets as much as ours has to be the coolest guy in the world. Am I right? I mean, calling other people phony for saying he would raise taxes You go, girl. Stand up for yourself. Sure, Trudeau has contributed $100 million to the UN High Commission of Refugees and doubled the amount of immigrant applications in Canada. But Trump had this incredible policy to separate migrant children from their families at the southern border. What a guy. Unfortunately, not everyone shares my opinions on Donald Trump, possibly the greatest president to lead this country. The poor man has just a couple accusations of sexual assault under his belt, but he always proves himself on that handy-dandy Twitter. Refusing to release his tax returns to the public may have been a little sketchy in the eyes of all those Canucks, but he just wants to keep his private life private. Let a man live. On another note, what is with this metric system that all the Canadians are using? I mean, at least we're unique for using a system that no other countries have used for like 50 years. The metric system apparently has some base 10 system where 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters, 1 meter equals 10 decimeters, 1 kilometer equals 10 hectometers, blah, blah, blah. Is it that hard to remember that 1 foot equals 12 inches, 1 yard equals 3 feet, 1 chain equals 22 yards, 1 furlong equals 10 chains, and 1 mile equals 8 furlongs? Come on, Canada. Now, can we just talk about how unsafe Canada is these days? I mean, my friend Carol told me just the other day that her daughter's boyfriend's sister's best friend from Canada accidentally ran over a moose. Tragic. I mean, sure, the U.S. has had a couple mass shootings here and there, but those meats are just so cute. And whoever said that America is 5 times more dangerous than Canada to live in was definitely Canadian. One time, my good friend Betsy's mother from Canada was out shopping in the mall, and someone broke into her car. The hooligans didn't leave any damage, but left this nasty note saying, "Have a great day," as if he really wanted her to have a great day. Not only is Canada more unsafe, but some of those Canadians are just so rude. I mean, I can't even walk through the grocery store without hearing a couple hundred sororities talk about being fake. And don't even get me started on those accents. Y'all really need to tone it down with that ridiculousness. Bless their pea-picking little hearts. My next order of business is sports. What is with the Canadians' obsession over hockey? I mean, it's just field hockey on ice. It can't be that hard. But football, on the other hand, that is a whole other story. My husband Richard and I were just at a game the other day, and oh man, the talent those players have. And even though Tom Brady cheated on his girlfriend while she was pregnant, that does not define all football players. And let's be honest, ladies, he's still a hunk of meat. I also want to get chatting about the weather all the way up there. I mean, from what I've heard, it gets so cold that all those Canucks have to ride a moose to everywhere they go and live in an igloo. I think we'll stick to our 35-degree summers. Stupid metric system. To close off this meeting, I would just like to conclude with one thing. Make America great again. Well, I was already talking about that. So make it even more great. Thank you, ladies, and stay tuned for our next meeting all about the dangers of Mexico.
Drum roll, please. Reese Nickerson.
If he stands in tonic opposition to the feeling of aliveness, it is as a depressing Frederick Nietzsche. Now, I wanted to start with that quote, so I did. Hi, I'm Frederick, assistant manager at the Ancaster Costco for the past 10 years. Over that decade, I've gained divorce, academy habit, and a wealth of customer service knowledge I'm so excited to share with all of you here today. The seminar today is People, Product, and Personality, Sales and Success with Craig Sullivan. Obviously, you knew that. You're here. You're being paid good money to attend this development seminar and to listen to some self-important weasel tell you common sense advice on how to do your job a little bit better. Now, me being that self-important weasel, who, for the record, is only here because I'm 10 grand in debt and I really need the money. knows full well that you suck at your job not because you're incompetent, but because you really just hate it. And you and I both know that the least you can do is to waste yours, time, and your employer's money listening to me. So let's get into it. Let's see what wisdom the $30 I spent on Quaaludes last night can bring us all. Who's excited? False enthusiasm. Sounds like my son's piano recital. I'm just kidding. I lost legal custody of him 5 years ago. Before we start, I want to ask all of you to throw away any common sense advice you might have heard. The only thing the customer always comes first describes is my relationship with my wife. Those perfidious peeves. The people, that is to say, the customers, which are by far the most unbearable part of my job. These people think you're both the most powerful and yet most insignificant person on the planet. Like, no ma'am, I'm sorry, but your coupons for kitchen electronics do not apply to televisions. Ma'am, I'm sorry, but for us to be able to charge any less on these jeans, the Bengali child labor already required to build them would have to be actual slavery. Now, as much as the mere thought of my job makes me drive me, you and I both know we're far too desperate for money to do anything about it. So, how do I still manage to keep that Costco smile even in my darkest moments? My secret is this. Every Costco should have a produce warehouse out back. I usually stand somewhere between the tomatoes and the onions when I break down and sob, just in case I need an excuse. Now, on to product. You and I working at Costco know this is where we really shine. Our ability to convince you that buying grotesquely large quantities of food is not only economical but somehow ethical is honestly astounding. But, as this sort of rampant consumerism hurls our planet towards total, inevitable climate collapse and the destruction of our parasitic existence, I'm glad that we at Costco can provide our consumers with 10 kilograms of liquid egg whites for only $29.99. Now, as cynical as I might sound, my job really does have some perks. For example, the employee discount really is a big plus. The only thing that got me through my wife's affair was the ability to come home after a long day at work and force-feed myself peanut butter from a 2-liter tub. I would possibly afford that if it weren't for the employee discount. Really, a lifesaver. Now, on to arguably the least important part of your job, personality. You and I both know that the last thing people want when shopping for toilet paper is to hear about your miserable existence. I know the last thing I want while scorfing down mediocre vegetarian tortellini at the free sample stand is to make eye contact with the woman serving them, a 63-year-old woman named Jen, and to come to the harrowing reality of the unjust market forces that have destroyed this woman's dreams of becoming a ballet dancer under an unjust, inescapable capitalist system that unjustly distributes wealth gained by the exploitation and subjugation of the working class to the elite who have no care for the mundanity of the suffering that their actions necessarily create. No, I'd much rather eat my tortellini in peace, please. So, in conclusion, 3 things. 1, I stole my seminar title from some self-help book I saw a man reading in the airport. My name's not even Craig, it's Cody. 2, the only thing I can guarantee is that your life isn't going to get any better. And 3, repeat after me, the 3 P's of customer service success is that it is a pitiful, purposeless purgatory. I would like to say see you next year, but I think I just lost my job.
On to the next one. Drum roll, please. Cool, Matt, please.
Howdy, fellas. Hope y'all enjoyed the ride in this evening. For those of y'all that don't know me, I go by many a name. Some call me the Lone Rider, others the albino rhino, or some people call me the Frisky Farmer on Saturday night. Anyway, for today, all y'all can call me C-Man. And I am an old-fashioned, hard-working jerk digging, lady lover, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I ain't no rookie to this country business, but I will admit that on occasion I have a tendency to struggle with the lifestyle. Give y'all an example. Then y'all know how hard it is to find an unbroken horse in the town of Oakville. I went searching for such a pair the other day, and let's just say the closest I came was my dad's '67 Mustang. Now don't get me wrong, man. That is one fine piece of machinery, but it is not the Bronco that a saddle-straddling son of a gun like me deserves. Am I right? Am I right? I'm right. It gets even harder to pull off the whole country vibe when we be rolling up to my mom's Pilates class, or sweet God Almighty forbid, Starbucks. Cole, couldn't you just devour a caramel macchiato? How sweet, with almond milk and but one pump of vanilla. I'll tell you, when it comes to my dad selecting my beverage of choice, that man don't know where to scratch his watch or check his ass. He's grass average loss and you can take that one to the bank. However, I will acknowledge the fact that it is a freaking challenge to keep up with the country boys drink ice cold beer stereotype. I mean, I got sensitive teeth for crying out loud. And even if I do let that sucker soak up the hot Oakville sun for a good 20-30 minutes till it's as lukewarm as the pool as my little brother's taking a piss in it, I cannot stand the taste of a brew ever since my city-slicker cousin got me hooked on damn Virgin Mojitos of all things. Virgin Mojitos. And there's this one fella, Mr. Michael Morris. He is always trying to nab me for something. Just the other day, I tell you, he tore up my car permission form for parking my jacked up Chevy 4x4 on East Field. And let's just say the 3 consecutive Saturday games I earned, resulting thereof, did not give me the bad boy country rep I was looking for. Not only that, he complained that my muddy-spurred cowboy boots were not complacent with the code of conduct you meathead. Nowadays, he ordered me to get all gussied up in a uniform such as this one, just to head off to all my classes and ridiculous speeches like this. I mean, look at these pants, y'all. They're so tight, I'm sure all y'all can see my religion if you really try. Anyway, I like to fancy myself as a little bit of a musician, you see. And I've learned over the years that all there is to country music is 3 chords and the truth they made all down. But there's only so much of the truth you can tell now, isn't there? So eventually you gotta start lying, you feel me? So that's exactly what I did in order to make my country music more appealing to the 1 or 2% of the population that enjoys such a genre. Anyways, so I did a little bit of research now, you see, and I learned a little bit about country music, and I found out that if you play a country song backwards, a man gets his dog back, he gets his girl back, and he gets his truck back. Ain't that the happiest thing you've ever heard? Let's have a round of applause for that man. Anyways, with this in mind, before I started writing my own songs, I decided to implement this strategy into my lifestyle, you see. So I left my shed in the scariest part of town, you see. Brownie. And, I don't know, I was teasing the front seat until it was finally stolen now, yeah. And, I took my dog to the park, gave it a little kick, left it there, told all my friends that it ran away. We had a good cry about that one, we did. And then, this one kind of sad, I even split up with an old flame of mine in order to add a little bit of the emotional grief to the writing process. But, candidly, between you and me, and just you and me now, right? That one was a little bit for my own self-interest, you see. She must have fallen out of the ugly tree and hit just about every branch on the way down now. So, eventually, the most country of country songs were born out of my undoubtedly ingenious creative process, you see. And so I booked a gig at the nearest saloon, which is not near Oakville. Don't even get me started on that. And I accidentally played a minor chord on my banjo and got booed off the freaking stage. Not a lot of laughs down. It's a country music joke. No. Only the most sophisticated and elite of the country music lovers are going to understand that. Yeah, too bad there aren't many of them around, am I right? On that slightly off note, just about time for me to head off. I got a field to harvest and a moonlit campfire to get blackout drunk inside. Night, folks.
The third one down. We got Natalie Rudick.
Picture this, a family of 4. Mom, dad, sister, and myself all at dinner laughing, eating, and having an all-around good time. Love was definitely in the room. My parents never so invested in us kids. Then, one day, everything changed. We got a dog. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. A dog made everything change? It really did. Cody's his name. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, he is the cutest dog on this planet and ever so sweet. In fact, he is the sweetest. But don't let that fool you. He's evil on the inside. Stole my parents' heart in an instant and completely forgot we existed. Who does he think he is? An entitled 25-pound dog? I think not, Cody. You literally just came into this family and day after day continued to take the love and givingness of my parents. Dad, can I leave for 10 minutes? 10 minutes? Do you think Cody can be alone for 10 minutes? Are you crazy? What if he has to go to the washroom? What if he wants a hug? Do you only think of yourself? Dad, I was just on a walk and I fell off a cliff and I think I broke my... Wait, did you just say a W-A-L-K? Like a walk that Cody would go on? Is he okay? What happened? Quick, call an ambulance. We might need to stretcher him out. I know he's walking fine now, but what if he's traumatized? Yeah, that's really it. No exaggeration. And the scariest part of it all is that Cody knows it too. He just prances around like he's the king. And honestly, he is. Even I give in to his pressure and manipulative ways and let him have my entire plate of food and starve myself. So he really is the winner. Oh, I can't begin to forget the time that we were house hunting and my parents said no, simply due to the fact that there wasn't enough grass for Cody to play in. The house was Cody's decision. He purposely came with us to view it so he would act all sad and mope around so my parents would say no. And you can't even get me started about family meals now. I literally sit at the table with my parents and hear about them asking Cody about his day and his adventures and what meals he wants next. Blah, blah, blah. You don't care about me? You don't care about my day and everything that's happened to me? Honestly though, I guess you could say this isn't such a bad thing after all. Now that I have absolutely no attention on me, I can do whatever I want. I don't even have to sneak out anymore. I can walk right through the front door. My parents won't even ask where I'm going. Do I have a curfew? No, of course not. My parents won't dare to text or call me because Cody's peacefully sleeping in the middle of them. They dare not wake him. Truly, such a beautiful relationship. Cody can rip up every sock, shoe, couch in the house, and they would never say a word. He's much too precious and sensitive. Now, we're coming back to the point I made that he's evil. Oh, he knows when he's done something wrong. He just knows. He'll walk around with those sad little puppy dog eyes and mope and cry and hug. I kid you not, he will hop onto your shoulders and give you a hug, so anger is never an option. Cute? Yeah, right. I see right through it. I'm not fooled by those eyes. Maybe I'm just saying this because I'm jealous. I'm admitting it. I am jealous. I want to come home to a new toy laid out for me every day. I want to get 97 presents on Christmas that I can't possibly go through an entire year. I want a card made for me from my mom and dad. I want appreciation. Is that too much to ask?
Great job. Now second or fourth one. Or fifth. All right. Avery Burnett.
To George and Anna,
Wow, what a journey it has been. I'm so honored to stand before you all today as the maid of honor at this wedding. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Avery. I've known George and Annie here for roughly 10 years now. Yeah, a long time. We met back in university. Go Rams! So, a little bit about like, the story of our friendship. I actually met George first. Yeah, we met first year psychology class, and is this an appropriate note? George and I actually dated. Yeah, George and I dated. I know what you're thinking, Avery. Like, why would you stay at the wedding? You know, you're so much prettier than the bride. It's okay. She knows, right? So, moving on. George and I had a passionate, head over heels, intense, in love relationship for roughly 3 years, 6 months, 7 days, 4 hours, 32 minutes, and 17 seconds, give or take. But he actually, he broke up with me the same day my aunt died. No, I'm kidding. It was my dad. You know what? He told me when he was breaking up with me that he, didn't see a future anymore. And I was like, me neither. Like, the world's gonna end in 2012. But he meant between him and I, so a little bit of miscommunication there. But you know what? Moving on. Let's talk about Anna and I. Anna, my dearest Anna. Anna and I met a little later on, first year, maybe 5 months into my relationship with George. I'm sorry, I did not mean to mention that again, oh my gosh. So we moved in together second year. We became absolute besties, through thick and thin, right Anna? But we definitely hit a little bump in the road when I found out that she was gonna date George. You definitely fantasize a lot about strangling your roommate in their sleep when you find out they're dating your ex, but we overcame this therapy, beheaded teddy bears, this and that. But you know what? In all honesty, you two, you really are my favorite couple. Other than me and George. No. You know what, you guys, you really are my favorite couple. I think there's that moment in everyone's lives when you just, you found one. Nothing in the world could ever compare to the way that you feel with this person, and you just know that you want to spend the rest of your life with them. George, remember that picnic back in 2011? Me too, George. But you know what, I will give you guys this, you mesh really well together. They say opposites attract, and you two, honestly, you couldn't be more polar opposites. Anna's quite the chatterbox, George is very handsome. Anna likes to go out and party and have fun, and George is arm candy, galore. Anna, she's more of a cat person, you would think, right? George is extremely good looking. And I'm just wondering, I missed the part of the reception where objection was a thing. Is that still, no? Okay, all good. You know what though, I hope you two have a splendid life together, truthfully, and I mean that from the bottom of my deeply shattered heart. So to George, to Anna, to George and Anna.
All right, on to the next one. Terrence.
Jeff, stand up and clap.
Hi, my name is Terrence Harry, and I'm here to tell you all a story about my very first public speaking experience. Let me set the stage for you guys. It's my grade 5 public speaking competition, and I'm completely petrified. My hands are clammy, my legs are shaking. It's like my very first time public speaking ever. And because of that, I want to sort of get the edge, so I asked around to a couple people and sort of got some speaking advice from them. The first of which being that I should just imagine my audience naked. I mean, who would have thought of that? And it really puzzled me to follow this advice because I was spending so much time addressing everyone in the room that by the time I actually had something to say, I couldn't stop myself from laughing hysterically at all the butt-naked people in the room. It was crazy. I was 10 years old at the time. Nudity was the funniest thing in the world. But really though, whoever thought of this, imagine your audience naked tip, must have been the biggest perv. And maybe even a little bit of an idiot. Like, imagine how poorly this advice could be in the wrong situation. I prayed for the guy giving a speech at a Victoria's Secret convention because he would have a very, very, very hard time getting that. Some more advice that I was given throughout this whole thing was that I should be practicing my speech in front of the mirror so I can sort of see my little nuances, my little quirks, and try and fix those as I'm doing my speech. But it really came at the wrong time because I had just learned that imagining my audience naked helped. And so at a tender age of 10 years old, I was practicing giving speeches naked in front of the mirror. Imagine the thoughts racing through my head at that point. Is it too short? Could it possibly be too long? No, my speech was just fine. So they're calling my name now, and as I'm walking up the stage, I'm doing this sort of weird walking thing, preventing my legs from falling from underneath. And I'm starting to think back to some more of the advice that I was told to really make this speech great. And the two most outstanding ones were that I should tell my audience that I'm drunk, and I should make a joke right at the very beginning. Seeing as I was such a genius back then, I just put two and two together, and there we have it. Naked and afraid. The very first line I started with was, I see a lot of sexy people out there in the crowd tonight. That could just be the alcohol talking. So dead, you have no idea how bad that reaction was. Pure silence. In fact, I think I saw tumbleweed go across the stage. That's how bad it was. I didn't know how I was going to come back from that. But like an angel from heaven, a cute girl in the front row gave a little chuckle. And so it gave me the confidence to say, hello, fellow students and revert teachers. I'm here to give you all a speech on how to save the oceans and the consequences of not doing so. I saw a couple teachers in the back relax their shoulders, and I thought everything might actually be all right. But stepping away from that for a second, let's go back to the very last tip that I was told, which was to insult my audience's intelligence, because it allows me to establish dominance over them and really flex my BDE. So, the very first thing I said was, some of you more simple students out there might actually be wondering what an ocean actually is. I looked around expectantly, waiting for people to look at me so happily, waiting to explain to them what an ocean could possibly be. But instead, all I could see were glaring eyes, and everybody looking like they wanted to kill me. So I thought to myself, screw all this advice. You know what? I just need to do things my way. And then I proceeded to give the best speech on oceans ever given in my entire life. No, I'm just kidding. It was god-awful. But what really helped me was that I believed in myself. And if you do that, you can get through anything, no matter how bad. Thanks. Knee slapper. Force parents. Yeah, sir.
I want to tell
Good evening, everyone. Today I'm going to take you guys through a once-in-a-lifetime experience on Middle Eastern Airlines. This is your Captain Haroon speaking. I'd like to welcome all passengers aboard the Middle Eastern Airlines Flight 1, 2, 3 from Beirut to Dubai. You are all in for a trip of a lifetime, and we thank you for choosing to fly with us today, regardless of if you saw our 1.5-star rating or not. First, I would like to apologize for the 72-hour delay in taking off, as we have experienced some extremely bad weather in the form of water falling from the sky, which I have never seen before. I think the Americans, they call it rain. Anyhow, yesterday I noticed a couple of Expedia.com reviews that stated that passengers never arrived at their destination country. While this is somewhat true for this flight, I can guarantee you that we will land somewhere in Dubai. Unfortunately, however, we have not yet received the government landing papers. So if we are lucky and go unnoticed on the radar, then we will land in Dubai. If not, then we will notify you all to prepare for an emergency landing, and we will all pray together to Allah to hope that we don't get blown up. Now, good news. It is with great pleasure that I announce that this year, over 25% of our flights have successfully reached their destination. It's also the third straight year that we have received recognition as one of the most safe airlines in the world. In fact, our safety standards are so high that even terrorists are afraid to fly with us. Now that the introduction is complete, please pay close attention to the following 3 statements about today's 3-hour journey. First, if during the flight the engines get too noisy for your liking, don't hesitate to let us know, as I can prepare to have them turned off briefly, to make sure you're all feeling comfortable. Secondly, unfortunately, there will be no in-flight entertainment, as I forgot to download it from the YouTube. But for all you movie fanatics out there, don't worry. We will be flying right next to Air Zimbabwe, where their in-flight movie will be visible from the left side cabin window. And last, there is no smoking allowed in this aircraft. However, if you do see smoke, do not worry. Just let our stewardess know so she can inform our co-pilot Ahmed to cut it down on his shisha. And last but not least, I, Captain Haroon, would like to thank you all for choosing Middle Eastern Airlines to fly for the first and last time. Thank you very much.
Dubai, everyone. Alright. Sort up. Promo. Hey, camera. Alright, we're gonna give a big entry to this one. Weighing in at 160 pounds. From Toronto, Ontario, Benjamin Randall.
Hello everybody, my name is Ben and this is my first Crumbling Manager Support Group meeting. I have 2 kids with my current wife, Nora Captain. The first kid's name is my pride and joy. I'm Sunflower, the other one's name is Grick. Can't tell jokes. I first want to talk about my wife. My wife getting a lot of fights. She was getting mad about turning the volume up too high, not putting away the dishes, using sunflower sippy cups for whiskey night with the boys. She's honestly just mad because I'm the cooler parent. She's always telling me things like, Ben, stop hitting on the waitress. Ben, stop throwing stuff at Greg. Ben, stop gambling Greg's college tuition like he's graduating. It didn't always used to be like this. It used to be a young stallion galloping in my natural habitat of Waterloo. Never not impressing women with my amazing body. I first met this girl that really filled a hole inside of me. I truly loved her. And then she moved away and I met my wife. So, I met my wife at a movie set that was sponsored by the company I owned by myself, True Nice Meats. I saw her across the room and I went up to her and said, "Okay, what are your other 2 wishes?" Instantly she popped a question. And time again of me saying, "Can you handle the beast? Can you truly tame the stallion?" My honeymoon took place in the charming town of Hamilton. I think I spent too much money on her because I didn't want to ask if she was my last wife. There's a couple reasons why I dislike my son Rick, and one of them is in the very beginning. I was a young boy of 18 going on a trip with the boys in Vegas, and I met a lovely lady named Cinnamon. It was a fun time when I woke up with a phone call saying I had a child that she decided to name Greg. Terrible name. And after that, it was me, Greg and Kate against the world. There's another reason why I dislike my son Greg. It's because he never listens to me. I believe that my daughter Sunflower has always looked at me and treated me like the god I truly am. For example, when I ask Sunflower to grab me a beer, she says, "What kind?" When I ask Greg to grab me a beer, he says, "It's 10 a.m. Ridiculous. So, I gotta be honest with you. The real reason I was here is to pick up vulnerable hot moms. But as you see in front of me, it's dads. The desperate need to better their lives. So I'm gonna leave you with one thing before I leave to my AA meeting. And that will be, take risks. Take risks in life, with your job, with your wife. And for example, if you are ever in a situation with your wife beside you and you see an extremely attractive girl in front of you, hit on her anyways. It's a win-win situation. Number one, you get the hot girl, you jump on your way. Easy. Number two, they both drop you, you're single again. You're welcome. Thank you and good night.
We want to up there. 343. Pablo.
Good morning, soon to be ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Human Crash Course for Aliens. Yesterday, we discussed politics and why an orange, pretentious 70-year-old man-child of the wig is one of the most powerful men on the planet. Today, we will be discussing one of the most revolutionary inventions in all of human history. The internet has drastically changed how we live our everyday lives and has improved the course of our future. One of the main functions of the internet is to connect us all. For this reason, social media has become increasingly popular on the internet. So let's start with Facebook. Facebook was created with the wonderful vision of a worldwide network to connect all human beings around the world. But you might find reality a little bit disappointing. Facebook is a little bit more like prison. You write on walls and poke random people. Don't worry, Facebook is only for those over the age of 30. It's only actively used by stay-at-home moms to post their non-GMO vegan biological grass-fed kill chips for breakfast. So, let's look at something a little bit more hip and cool. Instagram, just like Facebook, created with the wonderful vision of a worldwide network to connect all the artistic people around the world through their wonderful work of art. This wonderful work of art ranges all the way from another hashtag pumpkin spice latte from your local Joanne to another shirtless picture at the gym from Brad that will make you debate eating that last slice of pizza. Now, let's go over some of the unwritten rules of Instagram posting. If you're a guy and you post that never done before picture of you death glaring the camera, demonstration. Expect 6 to 8 comments from your buddies roasting your 6-inch hairline and your fake Gucci belt. On the other hand, if you're a girl and you post a selfie of yourself while protruding your lips in such a fashion that they appear to look like a bird's beak, expect nothing less than Rachel, who last week told Michaela that your voice sounds like a chipmunk on helium, being one of those 70 slay queen comments. Let's look at one more social media platform, Snapchat. Just like all social media platforms, it was created with a vision of connecting people through fast and simple interactions. We're in that vision too. Nowadays, you will scramble every day to send a blank picture of your wall with a lazily drawn S on it to about 80 people, out of which you personally know 40 and talk to 8 on an everyday basis. You will continue to send these lifeless pictures to one another until you reach a streak milestone of, let's say, 100 meaningless, lifeless, pointless pictures to one another. At this point, you can proudly post on your story another blank picture of your wall with the number 100 on it and the name of the correspondent. Fellow aliens, I now realize social media might sound a little bit like modern day enslavement to you. But wait, there's more. The internet is still a wonderful, vast, infinite, virtual world in which you will probably get scammed into buying Flexio and lose all your money to a Nigerian prince. I hope you guys are taking notes because we're having a test tomorrow. Thank you.
Great job, Pablo. Alright, here we go. Mr. Grant, Jr.
Good evening, students and faculty. As I'm sure many of you have heard, Ms. Sampson and Mr. Van Osten have been taken hostage and are currently being held in Hamilton. As we have yet to have a volunteer who is willing to travel to the Hammer, the school has been forced to make some changes. As anticipated, the school has chosen the 2 most dominant alpha males at the college to represent Ms. Sampson and Mr. Van Osten in their absence. With that being said, myself, Fraser Grant, will be your new headmaster. And Mr. Benga will be your vice president. And from now on, you must only refer to me as Sir, Your Grace, or Big Phrase. Now, I know we're all very excited to kick off the new school year. As you can see, I'm ecstatic. Before we kick off the 2019-2020 season, I have made some changes that are imperative to this year's success. Firstly, since my frail son has now graduated, we will introduce peanuts into the dining room. Schools nowadays have become weak because of this new trend called serious allergies. We know that allergies, in truth, are fake. They are a lie created by today's millennials to trick the system into catering to their every need. But I have seen the truth. And while they sit on their throne of lies, we are forced to spread jam on our toast in the mornings. Secondly, there will be mandatory hell weeks placed throughout the year. Just to keep things interesting. 1 week, you may have no work, but not to fear. The next week, you will be bombarded with tests and assignments in every subject. Do not think of this as a punishment. Rather, it prepares you soft babies for the real world. On a quick side note, please do not try to contact me Wednesday nights. Those are beer league nights with the boys. And I do not wish to be contacted while I'm digging in the corners, or after the game, when Zook breaks out the funnel. And we think Your supply and demand concerns do not matter to me. They are getting dark with the lads. And you will not receive a response until 10 a.m. in the morning, when I wake up on the backyard couch. So, do not expect a response. At the beginning of the year, there will be mandatory economics tryouts to be in my class. Because I'm constantly disappointed with the number of absolute meatheads and lost causes who think joining my class is a good idea, only to end up with a 7% on a test. Finally, I will be joining the 2 boys' houses, Collie and Coles. and they will be under my supervision in the new house, the Fraser House of Discipline. Quality especially has been a major issue for the teachers and students, as they worry more about a house cup than they do their success, and they spend more time in weekend and morning datings than they do in actual class. And with that, I say good luck to you students. It is certain to be an exciting year full of hard work, and by the end you are certain to be drowning in your own tears. But at the end you will praise me, because I will have turned you soft puddles into absolute academic weapons. And for that, we will say thank you, Big Phrase, the savior of Alphabet College. Thank you.
Next up, we have Safa.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the afternoon speeches, or as I like to call it, the speeches. I hope everyone enjoyed their dinner tonight, because I certainly enjoyed watching everyone eat, while the food I can't currently eat stared me down. And now that some of our stomachs are full, let's get down to business. Ramadan is the month where 1.8 billion Muslims spend fasting from dawn to dusk. Today, I'm going to tell you how you can get through 16 long and hard hours of not eating or drinking anything. I mean, I'd like to think that after all these years, I've truly mastered the art of starving. But if you're new to this and you need some help getting through it all, here's Safa's survival guide to fasting. Tip number 1 is really quite simple. Fasting is nothing but a mental game. It's all about what you tell yourself and the mentality you put into it. Imagine this. You haven't eaten anything since 4 a.m. and you're sitting in the dining hall during dinner, trying to socialize with some of your friends, because you know, why not? But everyone is mocking your absolute favorite dining hall meal. Your mouth is watering and your stomach grumbling violently. This is what you say to yourself. I'm fine, I'm fine. No, really, I'm fine. I'm just peachy. Oh my god, peaches. I would really go for some peaches right now. Just a delicious, plump, and perfect peach. Oh, fruit. Moving on, tip number 2. Oh yeah, this is a good one. When you break your fast, always drink your water with a side of Tylenol. This tip is especially helpful when it's the first day of fasting and people keep bombarding you with questions like, wait, so you can't even drink water? Or, oh my god, you do this for an entire month? Trust me, you're gonna thank me for this. Also, fun fact, did you know that they now have Tylenol that's mint flavored, and grape flavored, and orange flavored? Mint, orange, and grapes! How's the dinner tonight though? Good? Yeah? Great? Okay. Tip number 3. Now I know that some of us chose our co-curricular without taking into consideration that we would have to spend a large chunk of our day moaning and groaning about the constant headaches and stomach grumbling. So if you're in a position like me, and your co-curricular requires you to be physically active to the point where you feel like you might actually pass out, here's what you do. Skip it. Yes, that's right, you heard me. Just do not show up. And I mean, if it becomes a problem and you eventually get in trouble, well then, you might as well pack your bags and leave school. You know what? On second thought, pack your bags and leave the country. Move to like Turkey or somewhere. Ooh, Turkey. With the stuffing and the gravy and the mashed potatoes. Oh my god, why does everything have to be about food? Okay, tip number 4. Possibly the most important tip. Are you ready? Now this isn't just an epiphany that came to me in the middle of the night. It is something that I've contemplated for day and night for the past 10 years. It's a life-altering decision, and after many long and hard years of thinking, I have finally come to a decision. You move away. Yes, that's right, you heard me. You move away somewhere where the sun rises super late and sets super early, but to be specific, you move to Antarctica.
Yes, that's right, you heard me, Antarctica. Those penguins in Antarctica, they really got Ramadan all figured out. Oh my god, wait. Penguins look exactly like chicken. And, chicken. I could really go for some chicken right now. Oh, okay, tip number 5, the last tip. Do not, I repeat, do not play the game. Because I don't think anyone realizes how hard it is for me to walk around campus while I'm hungry, thirsty, and terrified for my life, all while holding a water bottle at the same time. I mean, I know I can't drink water, but having that water bottle staring at me the entire day is not helpful. But if you're anything like me and you like to live life on the wild side, always walk with someone by your side. People. Oh, I'm so sorry. That went too far. Oh jeez. All this talk about food, I really don't feel that good. My knees are weak, my hands are shaking, and I feel thirsty. I think I'm gonna go sit down now. Thank you.
Alright. We got a couple more left. Last one of the night, I think. We got Sherlock.
Hello.
I've been here because the principal invited me here to give a speech. Why I'm so successful as a film director. What do people ask me about it? Why are you so successful? That's why I answered you. Because I'm successful. Well, actually, it's just a joke, right? No one can be just successful at the beginning, so. Well, the first steps, you want to film a movies, it's monies. Money. From the little pocket of the investor. You need to get a perfect smile. Smile! So firstly, I'll teach you how to make a perfect smile and everyone will like it. So firstly, move your corner of your mouth 45 degrees up and show the maximum 8 twos. Just like that. And they will like you. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. They think you are very friendly. Now is the next steps to get their monies. And most likely they'll pass you a cigarette. How acting like how are you gonna cigarette and they will pay your monies? You need to be careful about it. Once you learn about the cigarette, you must finish it inside one breath. Okay, let's move on. After you got monies from that, I don't know, investor, you now start to film the movies. Some rules I play when I film my movies. My first TV show. It's called You Love Me, I Love You Too, You Love Me More, I Love You More. Well, the name sounds like an awkward, but it's pretty good. So firstly, when the actor talks to actress that I will be returned with glory and wealthy, and then I'll marry you. This guy's will not be back, so just be careful. I don't care about what happened to him, but he will never be back. Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, and that's happened to most of my romantic movie shows, so. But don't worry about this. So, after I doing this, there's a second steps that I'm mostly, always using in my action movies, film, like Prevenger's Dream, Prevenger Beginning the End kind of stuff. Yeah. So, one guy be hurt by something. Sorry. By something. Big thing, so actually, yeah. So, sorry. Yeah, much more comfortable. Let me hurt by unknown peoples. And someone asked him, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Who stabbed you? And this guy went, what normally happens? Yeah, I like to use this. Oh, I see someone's using it. Oh, I hope you are taking notes. It's very important. Speech is power works. Okay, let's move on to business. Although, when someone puts in her hat, he will lost all his money. Don't want to try it? No? Okay. Well, I'll just give a very easy and simple performance.
Yeah, practice in the first one, you want that.
Don't worry about this. Okay, and the last part. Exciting. Exciting. This is my favorite part. So though, when someone, a heavy patient like on the hospitals about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, let's make 3 weeks. Let's guess, what was the first word he coming out when he wakes up? Easy performance. Oh, sorry, let's do it again. I just want to take some piece of it, right? Unfortunately, yeah, that's all time I have because your president didn't pay much for this. I hope you guys learn, and the one thing to know, even you understand every simple words in my speech, you will be never successful as like me. Does this life still work?
I don't know what movies you're making, buddy, but I'm not watching those.
Alright. I think that's the end of the after speeches. Yeah, I guess Mr. Nelson will come up.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Jacob.
Have a big hand for Jacob, ladies and gentlemen. Then you did your job. Okay, so we're going to give the judges a few minutes to process what just happened and tabulate their score. So just hang out for a couple minutes here, and we'll have some results for you.